Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night whenever you are watching this. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at how you can activate the new beginning you've been looking for. So whatever new beginning you've been wanting, if you have something in mind, like in a specific area of your life, or if you're just generally wanting a new beginning in your life, you can think about that, take a deep breath, and have it come to the front of your mind and pick your pile according to that. I'll have the reading breakdown right here as well, so you know what we're going to do. There's also going to be an extended for this reading, and the link for that will be in the description box if you're interested. But yeah, so let's get into it. We have 4 piles to choose from: pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. I'm going to add the crystals and I'll be right back. And here I've added the crystals. For pile 1, we have a yellow azestolite. For pile 2, we have a rose quartz heart. For pile 3, we have this amethyst. And for pile 4, we have this green aventurine star. Pick whichever pile number, or crystal is calling you most, and that is going to be your reading. Timestamps will be listed down below, along with the decks that I use. That's always listed in the description box. Now let's get into the readings. Hello pile 1, welcome to your reading. You've chosen the yellow azestolite. I'm going to keep your crystal right here. I have no idea if this is centered or not, so if it isn't, I apologize, but let me know in the comment section below how you're doing. How is life going for you? How has this new year been? If you're watching this is obviously a timeless reading, but if you're watching this when I post it, how was your last year? How was 2025 for you? How has 2026 been so far? What are you looking forward to, and how things are going for you? There will be an extended for this reading, so if you're interested in that, the link is going to be in the description box. And if you want to see the reading breakdown, that's also going to be in the intro. So now let's get into this. How can pile 1 activate their new beginning, Spirit? Ooh. This kind of fell both ways. Let's see, how do you want it? Okay. Alright. That's the Ace of Swords. Spirit, how can pile 1 activate their new beginning? Four of Pentacles, one more card. Thank you. Alright, we have the Knight of Pentacles. And I also pulled these 2 cards. So we have Longevity. It wanted to come out reversed, so I'm going to take it reversed. And we have Crown Chakra. So I wanted to start off with this longevity card here. The sun in Scorpio might be a significant time for some of you. Some of you might be sun sign Scorpios. But what I'm getting with this is that in order to activate your new beginning, part of it is recognizing that you don't have to keep doing things the same way that you've been doing them. That just because you've been doing something one way doesn't necessarily mean it's the only way to do it, or that that there's no other ways to do it. And I feel Spirit is saying to try new and different ways, exploring different methods or different ways of doing things. So like, it could be your routines, it could be anything in your life, and being open to trying new things and trying different ways of, or just being open to explore and try new things, because I feel like through that it's going to open your mind up to different possibilities. And that in and of itself is going to help you create this new beginning or activate this new beginning that you've been looking for, because a lot of it has to do with stepping out of your routine, stepping out of the familiar and trying new things and being open to trying new things, and also being open to making mistakes along the way. That making those mistakes is not a bad thing per se. It kind of just gives you feedback of what works and what doesn't, and like what you resonate with and what you don't. I'm also noticing that you have a lot of air and earth element here. So whatever ideas you have, starting to ground those ideas into the physical. So for example, if in your week you decide that, or you have this idea of trying a new recipe, ground it into the physical by actually taking action on that idea. And being okay with the fact that you might make mistakes when you try this idea. And that's okay too. Like, the quicker you take action on the idea, obviously like within reason and whatever you're capable of, but the quicker you take action, the less time your mind has to create ideal versions of this situation or to create this idea of perfectionism. And so when you do it, your mind hasn't already created these idealistic versions that then disappoint you. Instead, you don't really have much to go off of, so you're kind of just winging it and learning as you go. I hope this is making sense, because the thing that Spirit is telling me is that when you give your mind time to ruminate on an idea, it seems like it starts to create versions and idealistic situations. And then when you go to take action, because the action may not live up to the ideals that your mind created, you might get disappointed or discouraged or like start to doubt yourself. But in reality, your mind was just kind of creating these perfect visions, but the reality doesn't always live up to that, and so that's okay. Like, the less time you give your mind to create those ideal versions, the more satisfied you'll be, because there won't really be anything to compare it to, if that makes sense. In order to activate your new beginning, it's really about taking action on the ideas you get as quickly as you can possibly take action on it, or at the very least, understanding that you don't have to do things the same way and trying new and different ways to go about things, whether those are your routines or whether that's the way you make a specific something or whatever it is in your life. It could be small, it could be big. It doesn't always have to follow the same pattern it's been following, and trying new things, even if you make mistakes, will actually help open you up to the possibilities of a new beginning, and it'll just help open your mind up. I think it'll help open your energy up as well to being more receptive to new things entering your life. Because if you've gotten kind of stuck or like habitualized, then it's almost like your energy might reject new beginnings or new things unconsciously. It's not something that you might be consciously rejecting, but unconsciously you don't even look that way because you've gotten into this like pattern or this routine of doing things this specific way. And so breaking that is going to be very beneficial, I think. And just being open to trying new things, trying things a different way, feeding your mind new information rather than sticking with what you've known, giving your mind new scenarios or new like opportunities to build like new pathways in your mind, and just opening your energy to new things, to trying. This could even look like taking a new or different route to work. For example, if you always take the same route to work, taking a different route to work. Like whatever it is that breaks your routine, breaks you out of your habits, or opens you up to trying new things, trying different ways of approaching situations, is going to be incredibly beneficial to activating this new beginning, because it's going to get your mind on board. I think it's really like your mind has kind of fallen into this structure of doing things a specific way, and because of that, it might sometimes reject new beginnings, and like your energy has also started to follow this pattern. And so any new beginning or any new thing that might come your way, unconsciously it almost feels a little bit resistant. And just letting go and being okay with making mistakes. Like this Four of Pentacles here too is giving me the feeling that being okay, making mistakes, letting go, not holding on so tightly to everything is going to be really beneficial. So now let's take another card to get last message from Spirit. Spirit, what last message do you have for pile 1? Thank you. We have 2. We have pyrite and Lemurian quartz. For some of you, because pyrite is also very associated with money, and we have these pentacle cards here, maybe finding a new way, a new stream of income, or a new way to manage your finances could also be beneficial, because I'm getting the sense that for those of you who this applies, if your if your finances haven't been the greatest, looking into how you can revamp that so that you're managing your finances in a different way could open up new possibilities and open up new doors for you. But let's read from the guidebook for this. So pyrite, inherent value, knowing your worth, self-appreciation, genuine abundance, and prosperity within. Throughout the ages, humans have sought the gems of the earth, the crystals whose beauty delighted the eye and whose powers could aid them in their quest to achieve a sense of safety and abundance. They recognize the intrinsic value of these gifts from nature, and when pyrite spirit appears, you are meant to appreciate the abundance that the conscious universe has provided. An abundance of opportunities, resources, support, and most importantly, love. A scarcity mentality will prevent you from seeing all that is available to you, and you are called now to offer thanks for the myriad gifts you have been given to help you achieve balance. As you take your healing journey, you will find it easier and easier to recognize that you will always have what you need. Abundance awaits as you ready yourself to claim it. The conscious universe has your back. What you need will not be denied you at this time, so open yourself to receiving it by practicing appreciation. I got a message when I read the scarcity mentality. So for some of you, it might, like, the need to be following a specific routine always without change, even if that routine is not necessarily working or is feeling dull, might come from the root of like a scarcity mindset of not feeling like there's another way of doing something, or there's not enough, or the scarcity mindset. And maybe working on that could also be beneficial, because it'll again help open your mind up to new possibilities. It'll help open your mind up to abundance, and through that it'll shift your energy into feeling more abundant and being more open to new things and new beginnings. Pyrite has a very male energy to it. This stone aligns us with grounded action towards manifestation of abundance. It assists us in learning to take action one step at a time toward a desired physical outcome. Meditate with this stone to tune into the great value in all aspects of your life, the abundance and potentiality always available to you. Then you will be a magnet for prosperity. So now let's go to Lemurian quartz. Vision, big picture thinking, unlocking the secrets of infinite possibility. That is a theme that keeps coming up here for you. So yeah, definitely expanding your mind, getting out of the routine and structures that you've built around yourself, and being open to trying new things. Your ability to imagine something bigger and better and draw in what you need in order to heal, feel a sense of well-being, and step into your power as a co-creator is greater than you think. The message of Lemurian Quartz Spirit is that now is a time to free yourself to dream big. What do you see for yourself? How do you picture yourself in this future? What kind of person have you evolved into as you strive to fully embrace and enjoy your life? On this healing journey, you are called to keep your eye on the bigger picture of your experience so that you recognize your struggles as leading you to epiphanies, allies, and inner wisdom born of lived experience. Lemurian Quartz Spirit reminds you that the capacity to unlock the wisdom of the stars is within you. Just open your connection to the conscious universe and allow your imagination to soar. Very soon, a powerful vision of what is ahead for you will become clear. Lemurian Quartz carries a softer, sweeter energy than many other types of quartz. Meditating with this stone assists in connecting us to the upper realms where we can easily access higher knowledge from angels, guides, and the higher self. This connection also brings in feelings of love, compassion, and belonging, helping us understand that we are never alone. Maybe for some of you, working with your upper chakras, so like your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, and even like your throat chakra, but especially your crown and third eye, could help bring this in, because maybe you've been a little bit tuned out, which happens, you know, in life. We can get deeply like caught up in the day-to-day, and sometimes that takes us out of like the bigger picture, and I think tapping into that could be really beneficial. And finding that balance of like taking action, but not becoming too rigid in a routine. All right, so to end this reading, we're going to take one last card from this deck. Spirit, what last message do you have for pile 1? That's a lot. We have Rose, you are divinely loved and protected with grace. Lavender, take time to cleanse and remove negativity. Hyacinth, play, laugh, and find joy. And then we have Lily of the Valley, happiness is found with your purpose. All right, pile 1, this is where I'm going to leave the main part of your reading. If you're interested in the extended, the link for that is going to be in the description box. If you're not joining me there, then this is where I'm leaving you. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. If this reading resonated with you, please like the video and comment down below and let me know how you're doing, how this reading resonated. And if you aren't subscribed already, consider subscribing. And I'm sending you lots of love and light. I'll catch you in another video reading. Bye. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You've chosen the Rose Quartz Heart, and I'm going to keep your crystal right here. Let me know how you're doing in the comment section below. How is your day going? If you're watching this when I posted it, how is your year of 2025, and how is 2026 going so far? Yeah, I'm really interested in hearing how you guys are doing and how things are going for you. There will be an extended for this, and the link for that will be in the description box, and the reading breakdown will also be in the intro. But before I get into your cards, I got this message that for many of you, it seems like you've just recently ended a significant cycle in your life, or you're really close to ending a specific cycle. You'll know if that resonates with you, but let's get into this. So, Spirit, how can pile 2 activate their new beginning, the new beginning they've been looking for? Thank you. We have, starting off strong with the Ten of Pentacles. How can pile 2 activate the new beginning they've been looking for? One more. Ooh. So these two came together, and we also have these two cards, gratitude and solar plexus chakra. Let me arrange these and then I'll be right back. Alright, pile 2. So we have the 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, the 2 of Cups with the King of Swords. These two came out together, so I kept them together. And we also have solar plexus chakra with gratitude. One of the first things that I'm getting is that in order to activate this new beginning, it's about creating this mindset of gratitude, a really feeling grateful for all that you already have, for all of the things that you've already built up, all of the lessons that you've learned, all of the inner work that you've done, all of the challenges that you may have gone through, and also all of the people that you have in your life, all the people that you love and care about, being grateful for having that, and really experiencing that gratitude. Keeping a gratitude journal could even be helpful because it'll help create that mindset of gratitude. It'll help shift your focus in that direction. And yeah, just like building that mindset of gratitude, building on the things that you already have in your life, and being very grateful for the relationships you have in your life and all the experiences that you've had so far, because they've built you into who you are right now. So if you want, you could even comment in the comment section a list of a few things that you're grateful for, and start like creating that as a habit, like a daily habit, to just build that sense of gratitude. And for some of you, you may already be doing that, in which case this is just confirmation that you're on the right path, or you're coming closer to your new beginning. If that's something that you've been doing already, like you've already been you've been expressing gratitude, but in general you've just been feeling very grateful for all the things that you have. It's not even necessarily just saying it, but it's like feeling it, that deep feeling of gratitude. And at some point, like when I first started to go through like my inner work journey, I was writing a gratitude journal, and at that point I didn't necessarily feel incredibly grateful, but my mind started to focus on the things that I had to be grateful about. And eventually it led to then this epiphany moment where I realized, like, holy shit, like I actually have so much to be grateful for. And like it was in that moment that the feeling of gratitude really came through. So even if you're not there yet, or you are, wherever you are, just write it out. Just start to express those things, because eventually you'll have that epiphany moment of like, I have so much to be grateful for. And that's when that feeling comes. So even if you don't have the feeling right now, still create the practice of gratitude. The other thing that I'm seeing here with the solar plexus chakra is working on your confidence. The solar plexus chakra is our confidence center. It's associated with the sun. So I really do feel like expressing yourself is something that could really help with this new beginning, being more expressive, allowing your light to shine through, and bringing us a sense of warmth to your life. So what could you do that could help bring more warmth and more light to your life right now? And I also feel like for you, Pile 2, you naturally are a person who's a great source of light for a lot of people. A lot of people around you, your family, your friends, like whatever. I feel like you're a great source of light for those people. You're a great source of inspiration for many people as well. And leaning into that, or at least just acknowledging that and being grateful for that as well, could help you be more confident in yourself and be more confident in expressing your light and not feeling like you need to dim it, because you expressing your light actually helps a lot of people, even if you don't see it. And it's a source of inspiration for a lot of people. So continue to express your light, even if you don't really see the results of that. But I really do feel like for many of you, this new beginning is something that you're like literally on the cusp of entering, or that some of you, this has already started. Like you've already, for example, if the new beginning you're asking about is like moving to a new location, then like you're already about to do that, or like you've already begun the process for that, or it's about to happen very quickly or very shortly. And so it's not, I think this is more of a confirmation message than it is like truly how to activate it, but this could still be useful in that sense as well. I was also with this 9 of Wands here. I feel like for some of you, there's a need to set healthy boundaries with the people you love, because you may be a giver and you might overgive of your energy to those you love, which is, giving to those you love is a beautiful thing. But I think sometimes you might overgive and then not have enough time for the things that you need to do. So there's this need to set healthy boundaries, respectful boundaries, where the other person, you can't control how other people perceive things, but at least acknowledging and letting that other person know that, like, while I would love to help you, I don't have time right now, or I have other responsibilities, like, respectfully saying it, because I don't think that these people in your life are taking advantage of it. They just don't necessarily know any better. Now, if you know somebody's taking advantage of it, then that's a different story. But in this case, I just think that naturally you tend to be very giving of your time and of your energy, or your resources even, and you may need to just be a little more mindful or set some boundaries so you're not overextending yourself and then leaving yourself with nothing, or with very little. But for others of you, I get this feeling that in order to activate this new beginning, or how you can activate this new beginning, is building on the relationships that you have right now, and building even new relationships. For some of you, this could be meeting new people, socializing a bit more, putting yourself out there, because it seems like you've done a lot of inner work, and so now you have this ability to set those healthy boundaries and to make sure that you protect yourself without compromising, or make sure you can still socialize and interact with others and build solid, strong relationships with others without sacrificing your values and your integrity and your time and all of those sorts of things. But I do feel like socializing with others, getting out there, putting yourself out there and meeting new people, building new relationships, and even building on existing relationships is what will help activate this new beginning for you. And communicating, there's this huge need to express yourself and communicate with others and allow your thoughts and opinions to be heard, not in a dominating way, like not needing to be right or dominating, that's not what I'm saying, but just being open to expressing your thoughts and opinions and communicating more freely, because that's going to help you to build relationships. That's also going to help the people around you to get to know you deeper. Like if you never express your thoughts and opinions, then people won't really get to know you, It kind of keeps you sheltered, but also it keeps other people from truly getting to know the real you. And I feel like to activate this new beginning, it's about allowing yourself to express your thoughts and opinions, allowing yourself to socialize and interact with others and build on the existing relationships that you have, and allow people to get to know the real you. Allow people into your circle, obviously, again, with boundaries set in place so that people aren't taking advantage of you or those types of things, but still allowing people in will help you activate this new beginning. Okay, holy shit, I just realized we have all the elements here, which is wild. So I definitely feel for many of you, you've gone through a huge journey of transformation and like a lot of inner work and stuff, and I feel like you're about to finally start to see the fruit of that, where you might start to feel much more whole, much more complete, much more well-rounded. And I think one of the things to activate this new beginning, the socializing and stuff like that, that will really help you feel more well-rounded, because I feel like it's gonna put you into circles and help you interact with people who have different mindsets than you, different backgrounds and stuff, and that's actually going to enrich your understanding of life. And I think it's going to help expand your experiences as well. I think you're going to end up meeting people who might help you see new things or experience new things, try new things, and all of that's going to help to build on your current experiences in a beautiful way, in a really fruitful way. And for others of you with this Two of Cups here, if you're in a relationship, I think working on that relationship, spending time, because maybe if you are in a relationship and each of you have your own thing going on, you may have not had enough time to like communicate and spend with each other. If that's the case, then being more intentional with that and expressing that to your partner could be really helpful to activate this new beginning as well. But that's just for those of you that applies. But overall, pile 2, I really love this. It seems like all of the work that you've done so far is now going to be coming to like full circle. And I get the feeling that by stepping out and putting yourself out there, and meeting new people and building on your existing relationships, and with that sense of gratitude, building that sense of gratitude, you're going to start to see how well-rounded you are and how well-rounded your life is. And I think it's also going to help you see how the inner work that you've done so far, how beneficial that has been to your life. And like, I think you're going to start to see the fruits and the rewards of the inner work you've done so far. And I feel like that feeling right there, and that vision, or that like clarity in how beneficial your inner work has been, is going to activate this new beginning, because it's like a mental shift that's going to happen, or like even an energetic shift. I feel like it's just a shift because you're finally seeing how far you've come and how much you've grown and how many things you've experienced. And that shift is going to activate this new beginning for you, which is really beautiful. With rose quartz here, also practicing self-love and just being compassionate with yourself could be beneficial. But now let's get some messages from Spirit. Spirit, what messages would you like to add to this reading? Ooh. We have Apache Tears, number 5. So I definitely feel you guys have gone through a huge journey, and there's been a lot of ups and downs that you've experienced, a lot of hurt that you may have experienced, but I genuinely feel like you're coming out of that, or you've just come out of that. Like, it's not gonna be for much longer if you're still going through that. But let's read from the guidebook for this. letting go of grief, recovering from the past, releasing pain so old wounds heal. Before we came to this planet, our souls agreed to experience both love and loss in this lifetime, along with the pleasures and pains of being in our bodies, so that we might experience a sense of purpose and fulfillment, and find our destiny. There is great beauty in being broken open, for a heart that has fully expanded with grief is one that truly understands that rejection is God's protection. Faith in something better coming our way will set the wheels in motion for attracting that which we most deserve. Often we simply cannot recognize that there is a far better plan at work than our own. The message of Apache to your spirit is not to fear or repress your emotions. Release them through your body so you can prepare yourself to heal from the heartache and receive all that the conscious universe has in store for your pleasure and happiness. And again, like if you haven't done this inner work and this deep healing, then this is your sign to do so, because that's going to really activate this new beginning. Like it's going to change your life in so many ways. Apache tears are a translucent, water-smooth type of obsidian, invaluable in helping us process loss. Carrying an Apache tear while grieving can assist us by providing a focal point and encouraging us to release painful emotions. Once the grieving process feels complete, the stone can be buried in the earth, allowing the emotions to be transmuted. So I think right now that might be what you're working through, is transmuting the things that you've gone through and the grief that you may have experienced. And I feel like this process of transmuting is also helping you to be more grateful for all that you have, and it's bringing you to this much more fulfilled place. So let's end this reading off with few final cards of messages from Spirit. Spirit, what last messages do you have for pile 2? We have Lucientes. Wow, look at that. Gratitude and grace always looks lovely on you. So living, again, gratitude is being highlighted here. So the more grateful you are, I feel like the bigger the shift will be for you. And we have Violet. The answers and truths are always within. So connecting to your intuition, I think connecting to your intuition by building this confidence and faith in yourself is going to help you answer how exactly to go about this new beginning, or how to navigate it, how to get there, what you need to do. Like all of that lies within you. And so the greater faith you build in yourself and in your intuition, the stronger these answers will become, and the more clarity you'll gain. So pile 2, if you're not joining me in the extended, this is where I'm going to leave your reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. If this reading resonated with you, be sure to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another video reading. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You've chosen this amethyst crystal. I'm going to keep it right here. How are you doing? Let me know in the comment section below. If you're watching this as soon as I post it, how was your year of 2025? How is 2026 going so far? Obviously, this is a timeless reading, so it doesn't matter. You don't have to watch this right after. But how are things going for you? Let me know in the comment section below how you're doing. And one of the messages I got right before I started your reading was that a challenge doesn't mean that you're not going to get the thing that you want, but rather it's an opportunity to strengthen yourself. And so Spirit wanted to give you that message of not allowing a challenge to stop you from going after the things you want in life. So I felt like shuffling this. let's see, how can pile 3 activate their new beginning? Spirit, how can pile 3 activate their new beginning? We have the 7 of Wands. How can pile... thank you. Feeling called to take one more, but I will note that the 5 of Wands is at the bottom. So how can pile 3 activate their new beginning? Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, okay. And I also pulled these cards as well. So we have Hope here and the Infinite. I'm gonna set this all up and I'll be right back. So pile 3, one of the first things that I'm getting with this, let me just introduce you to your cards first. You have the 7 of Wands here, the 8 of Swords, the High Priestess, and the 9 of Cups. So one of the first things I'm getting here is to not back away from a challenge. It's kind of interesting that the first message I got was about how challenges are not things that are restricting you or things that are holding you back, but an opportunity to strengthen yourself. And I feel like the cards are confirming that in order to activate this new beginning, it's about not backing away from a challenge, but actually leaning into it. And by leaning into it, you're going to start to show your mind that you don't have to overanalyze every little thing in your life in order to create a sense of safety or security for yourself, but rather that you have the ability and strength to face challenges and face unknown situations without having mental preparations for it, and still overcome those things and still be safe. Because it's like with this 8 of Swords here, and I felt like these two came together for a reason. So with the 8 of Swords and the High Priestess, it gives me this sense that deep down in your mind or in your subconscious, there's this need to overanalyze a situation even before it happens, or a past situation, a future situation, to give yourself all the scenarios so you feel prepared to handle that situation. Because deep down there's almost this feeling of not knowing if you have the strength to handle what life throws at you. But in fact you do, and the more challenges you face, and if you really look into your life and you look at all the things that you have overcome, you'll realize that many of the things that you overcame, you didn't always have time to prepare for those things mentally, and you still overcame them. So I feel like addressing that root of fear and that need to overanalyze everything, past or future situations, to try and create this sense of safety by knowing how all the scenarios are going to happen and all that, which never really works because life will throw you a curveball that you never expected in the first place. And you'll just kind of have to go with it, and you'll learn and realize that, actually I went through this and I'm still fine, I'm still here, and I overcame it. So I have the strength to be able to do that without having to overanalyze things, because I feel like this analyzation is keeping you stuck from taking the actions that you want to take or that you're being guided to take. Like, it's like your intuition is guiding you in a certain direction, but your mind keeps over analyzing things to the point where it's fearing taking that step or that guidance, and it is almost tricking yourself into believing that that guidance is not going to help you, or that that guidance is not truly guidance, but a pitfall. And that's why I feel like in order to activate this new beginning, leaning into the challenges in your life and understanding that you are stronger than your fears and the challenges that you might face is going to renew your sense of hope and faith in yourself and give you the strength that you need to overcome this analysis paralysis situation and ease your mind. Also, did I mention that there's going to be an extended for this reading? And the link for that is going to be in the description box. But in that, we're going to be taking a look at what things could hinder this new beginning and what could assist it. And the reason I'm bringing that up right now is, one, because I just realized I didn't mention it before I started this reading. And two, it's because I feel like in there we can really start to dive into what can assist you outside of like leaning into these challenges and reassuring your mind. I think your mind just needs reassurance. And I feel like the more reassurance you give your mind, the stronger your faith in your intuition will become. And the less blockages your mind will cause when you need to take action or listen to the guidance that your intuition is giving you. And I just feel, honestly, I feel like if you started to like lean into these challenges and no longer accept the narratives that your mind keeps trying to throw your way, you'll actually feel so much more fulfilled. And that feeling of fulfillment is what will trigger and activate this new beginning, because it's coming to this place of like feeling hopeful and seeing the potential in yourself. More than the external, it's seeing the potential in yourself to create the life that you want, or to create the things that you want, or to take the actions that you need to take, and to have faith in yourself. And that is the thing that's going to actually really activate this new beginning in your life, because it's more than the external shifting, it's you shifting. It's your faith in yourself shifting, and your faith in your own guidance system, and your ability to handle situations that come in your life, and your ability to overcome challenges and not succumb to the narratives of fear that your mind might throw your way. And that it's okay for you not to know. It's okay to not know every single step, every single thing that you need to do. It's okay if your mind is a little bit scared. It's okay if you're afraid of the challenge. There's nothing wrong with being afraid of the challenge. That's perfectly normal. And I feel like to activate this new beginning, it's accepting that you may have fears around challenges in your life, but those fears are not going to hold you back from overcoming that challenge. And you will eventually show yourself that you are greater than that challenge, that you are greater than that fear, and that fear has no real power over you. I get the feeling, because we don't have any earth elements here except for Taurus, but in the tarot we don't have any pentacles or anything. I have a feeling that in order to activate this new beginning, it has less to do with external actions and those types of things, and more to do with your mind and your internal state being willing and open to face challenges. And it is more of an internal shift than an external thing. It's not really something that, I mean, of course you can take action by, not backing away from challenges or things like that, but it seems like there's less emphasis on the external action that you can take to activate this new beginning, and more emphasis on the internal shifts that you can make, which will then lead to this new beginning. I also feel like keeping some amethyst around you could be really helpful, wearing it, carrying it around with you, because amethyst is also known to help us overcome bad habits and addictions and things like that. And when I was also going through my like the first inner work journey, I guess you can say, that I went through, I wore amethyst all the time, and I didn't realize it at the time, but that really, really helped me shift and overcome many of the like limiting beliefs that I had, because those things are ingrained into us from a very young age oftentimes, and they're so deeply embedded in our subconscious that sometimes we don't recognize it as a limiting belief, but rather as just something that's we come to accept it as something that's normal. But in this case, I think carrying some amethyst will help you uncover those limiting beliefs and remove them, or release them, and like replace them with a belief that's far more serving of for you right now. Because naturally with the High Priestess here, I'm getting the feeling that you do have a really deep connection to your intuition, to your guidance system, to your internal guidance system. And it seems like your subconscious is actually very powerful. But your mind and the limiting beliefs and the situations that have happened in your life have come to cloud your trust and your faith in your inner guidance system. And I feel like working on that will help you to activate this new beginning. And the number 38 might be significant for you. 38 breaks into an 11, and with the High Priestess here, 11 is like an angel number that represents a doorway, the arch that we can walk through of potential, a doorway of potential. And with the High Priestess here, I'm getting the feeling that you have a huge doorway opening up for you. And by working on this subconscious belief and these limiting beliefs and the everything we kind of touched on here, it's going to help you not only see this doorway opening up, but be ready and prepared to take advantage of that opportunity when it comes your way. Because there's something coming your way here. And in the extended, I want to take a look at what that is. So I'm going to write that down quickly before I forget. Okay, I wrote it down. But yeah, there's something opening up here for you guys. And by working on this, you're going to be able to prepare yourself to receive that opportunity and to be prepared and ready when that opportunity comes your way. So now let's take this card for messages from Spirit. Spirit, what last messages do you have for pile 3? Thank you. We have 2, selenite and moldavite. I feel like working with your heart chakra, exploring the pains or any wounds that may be present in your heart center could be really helpful too. And it seems like you may have stored a lot of your younger years, like your childhood pains, in your heart center. And it may be closing you off from love and from relationships right now, or from experiencing greater like depth in your life. So working on or exploring your heart center. Oh my God, look at that. We have 49 and 49 twice. So the number 49 could also be significant. That's very interesting. 49 breaks into a 4, and that deals with our foundation. So I think there's a foundational shift happening here for you guys. And it has to do with the root system that you've created, or that was created throughout your life. And that seems to be the thing that this new beginning will help you close out, or that you can work on closing out in order to activate this new beginning. But let's see what the guidebook has to say. So selenite, liquid light, fluidity, flexibility, illumination, and clarity, raising your vibration. When selenite spirit appears, its message to you is to keep moving past your challenges. Your sight's always on raising your vibration, to be like liquid light, illuminating, fluid, and flexible. For even the earth and her rocks, stones, and crystals change and reveal more of themselves over time. Selenite spirit's message is that whatever the pace of change, you must yield your expectations about how things should be so that you can discover the beauty in how things are evolving. Like liquid light flowing around an obstacle, you have the capacity to move more freely than you might realize. Know that a new perspective can help you see that. You don't ever have to be stopped in your tracks. Be flexible in your thinking, for there is more wisdom in the universal consciousness than in your own individual mind, and it is always available to you. The way out of the old patterns is to enter the unknown without maps or well-defined familiar paths. Surrender your fear and know that the conscious universe is here to provide you with clarity and guide you through unexpected twists and turns. I love how this just confirmed everything that I was saying. It's also a confirmation for me to be like, okay, I was making sense. Meditating with selenite brings purity to our thoughts by clearing contaminants or clutter caused by beliefs or our own. Wait a minute. Meditating with selenite brings purity to our thoughts by clearing contaminants or cluttering. Oh my god, I can't read this. Okay, we're gonna try that again. Meditating with selenite brings purity to our thoughts by clearing contaminants or clutter caused by beliefs, our own or those of others. Selenite clears our energy as well as the energy of other crystals and never needs cleansing itself. This is an optimal stone to have in a healing room, as it can assist in keeping the space free of unwanted or detrimental energies. It also protects against EMF, electromagnetic field, exposure from computers. So maybe having some selenite with you could also be really helpful. Moldavite, transformation, rebirth through fire. Wow. Initiation and opening to new experiences, revitalization and renewal. New doors open and you cross the threshold. It can be exhilarating to know that you are stepping out of the old and into a new self, ready for the unexpected gifts that come with this initiation. Moldavite Spirit's message is to know that as you walk through an open door, you are being reborn in a sense, for you will be different once you have made a conscious choice to say goodbye to what was. Rebirth always involves tension and struggle. Crystals can only form if there is plenty of pressure to change. If you are frustrated or uncomfortable, know that relief is on the way. So just focus on what is happening as a better tomorrow begins to reveal itself. Your passage into the new is assured. So be present, be open, be ready for healing to take place. This new experience requires a new you in a sense, a you that recognizes that you belong here, that you truly can let go of the old. You are so loved and the conscious universe is so proud of you. Moldavite is a green tektite thought to have been formed when a meteorite crashed in the Czech Republic approximately 14.8 million years ago. It is a crystal heralding massive transformation on all levels. This is not a stone to play with or take lightly, and it's definitely not recommended for those unwilling to step out of their comfort zone. Once we engage with Moldavite, we need to buckle up because things are going to get interesting. And I kind of get the sense that that's what this new beginning is for you. It's like, yeah, it might feel challenging to go through this right now and to get to that point, but leaning into these challenges is just going to strengthen you. The new beginning itself is going to be so worth it because of the process that you went through to get there and how much you've grown and strengthened through that process. So let's take, let's take a few message cards to end this reading for pile 3. Spirit, what last message would you like to give pile 3? before we go into the extended. Oh my God. I think Spirit has a lot to say to you. Oh wow, that's crazy. Daffodil. The sun shines brighter when you are here. And this is a daffodil, so that's synchronicity and confirmation. But let's see, Spirit, just a few cards. I don't want the whole deck coming out. Frangipani. You are truly beautiful on the inside and outside. All right, any other message? Success will be found if you hold on to hope. So yeah, focus on focus on hope for what you want, and that hope is going to help you face these challenges, or give you the motivation that you need. So pile 3, if you're not joining me in the extended, this is where I'm going to leave your reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. If this reading resonated with you, then please like the video, and if you haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another video or reading. Bye. Hello, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading. You've chosen the green aventurine star. I'm going to keep it right here. And how are you guys doing? Let me know in the comment section below how everything's going for you. If you're watching this right after I post it, how is your year of 2025? How is 2026 going so far? This is a timeless reading, so you could be watching this whenever. But if you do happen to be watching it right after I post it, then definitely let me know. Or if you're watching at any point in 2026, let me know how things are going for you. And yeah, I just want to know how you're doing. There's going to be an extended for this reading, and the link for that will be in the description box. And if you want to see the reading breakdown, check the intro out, the intro of this video. And yeah, now let's get into your reading. So for pile 4, how can pile 4 activate the new beginning they're looking for? How can pile 4? That's the 3 of Pentacles. The Star. Thank you. Ooh, we have the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And I also pulled these cards for you. So we have Life Force Energy. And with this, the Heart Chakra was at the bottom of this deck. So I'm also taking that into consideration. And then we have Energy and Emotion here for you. Let me lay out all the cards and I'll be right back. Alright, pile 3, so I've laid out your cards. So for your tarot, we have the 3 of Pentacles, the Star, and the Queen of Wands. And the first thing that I was getting with, especially because we have Energy, Emotion, and Life Force Energy, was that in order to activate this new beginning, it would be really helpful to start off with a cleanse. So like cleansing your energies, whether that's like on a smaller scale of cleansing your energies with like Palo Santo or sage every day, or doing like an actual cleansing session, you know, in whatever way you want to, whether that's like Reiki or some other form of cleansing. It doesn't really matter, but a cleanse would be really helpful, because I get the feeling that recently you went through a pretty big like spiritual awakening, or you recently went through like a heavy energetic period of time, whether that was like a spiritual awakening or just like a lot of baggage being released, or a heavier time in general. Like I feel like you may have just gone through, or maybe currently wrapping up, a heavy period in your life. And because of that, in order to activate this new beginning, it'll be really important to cleanse out that past energy and all the things that you may have learned, and all of the things that you work through, and all that type of stuff. It'll help you just kind of come back to your center, because I feel like to activate this new beginning, it's about coming back to your center so you can ground yourself and create the vision for what you want moving forward. With this Three of Pentacles here and next to Star, I get the sense that if some of you are interested in some type of like philanthropic work, I hope I'm saying that word right, but like, what is it called, volunteer work or something along those lines, or if there's like a cause that's really near and dear to your heart that you're really invested in or passionate about, working with others on that, maybe like volunteering for a cause that you're really passionate about, or working with somebody else or other people on something that you're really passionate about. I'm getting the sense that honestly, creating anything, trying anything, whether that's like creating recipes or creating, I only say that because in here they're literally creating a recipe, but working on any sort of creative project and dedicating your energy to that when you have moments of free time, I feel like that break or that like focus of your energy into something, pouring it into something that is meaningful to you, something that lights you up. Like again, I said, like the volunteer work, it could be something like that, or it could be any sort of creative project or any project that you're really passionate about. Working on that and like directing your energy in that area will help you to activate this new beginning. I feel like it'll give yourself a sense of direction. It'll give your energy a sense of direction, and it'll like revitalize your sense of purpose. I think it'll give you a good sense of purpose in life and something to help motivate you to keep going, or to just boost your life force energy in general in your life, because you'd be working on something that is very meaningful to you, and that will help to boost your life force energy and bring more vitality into your life. Like with this Queen of Wands here, this is giving me that vibe of like transforming, of like stepping into your life force energy in a way where it's now like revitalizing you, where it's like you look revitalized. Like, you know, when somebody just looks super high on life and it's not like they've done anything different, but you just look at them and they look different, they look better, they feel better to be around, and they seem happier. And that's what I feel like this directing of your life force energy into a thing that you're really passionate about, or something that really is important to you, whether that's like a cause that's really important to you, or a project that's really important, something along those lines. Whatever it is for you, working on that project will revitalize your energy to where you're going to start to glow from within, and it'll just make you feel so much better, so much more alive, and like you have so much more energy and vitality to deal with whatever it is that you need to deal with in your life. I also feel like it will help you to navigate your emotional body and just release any emotions that are present from like past situations or anything that has been left over from inner work that you've been doing. I feel like dedicating yourself to this cause or working on this project and the activation of life force energy that will bring into you or into your life, that will bring into your life, will help you to like process through any unprocessed emotions or anything that has been lingering around from the past that you have been wanting to kind of like clear away. Or like if there's been something that's been irritating you or something that you've been trying to work on like in your energy or in your life that just seems to not, like you just can't figure it out, or something along those lines where it's like no matter what you do it seems to like not work out the way you thought it would, or like it's just not aligning. I think working on this and dedicating your life force energy in this direction, obviously I'm not saying that like you have to drop everything in your life and just go into this direction, but rather just like any free time you have or whenever you have the opportunity, dedicating time and energy to this cause, whatever it is that you're passionate about, or this project or whatever, will help you naturally process through any lingering emotions and help you figure out that situation, if that applies to you, that situation that maybe you've been struggling to deal with, or that's been like lingering around that you haven't been able to kind of solve or figure out or deal with. Because it does seem like there's something like that, like an irritating something that you've been trying to work through, and for some reason it's just not been like working out, or no matter what you try it seems to like still be there. And that could be like emotions as well, like no matter what you try that emotion just seems to keep coming up, or that situation from the past seems to keep coming up in your mind. Whatever it is, that thing, I feel like by doing this will naturally be resolved, and like you won't have to dedicate much time, because I think you've already done a lot of that release work and like inner work that you needed to do, but there's just this last bit of like cleansing and then like a redirection of your energy and your focus to build up that life force energy within you that will then help you to activate this new beginning. I also feel like spending time around people who make you feel uplifted and who maybe share, again, that might be why it would be helpful to like volunteer and stuff like that, but who share similar passions to you, can also help to activate this new beginning. And just generally spending time around people who are uplifting and who make you feel good and good about yourself, and who also have maybe gone through their own like inner work, or people who tend to be a little bit more on the positive side. I think right now you really need some positive influences in your life or positive energy around you to help you, like just to kind of help you. I mean, it's never wrong to have that, but I definitely feel like right now it will do you a lot of good in activating this new beginning to have that positive energy surrounding you, especially in terms of the people that you interact with. And saying that because I'm noticing that there's a lot of people in these cards right here, and then we also have the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So when you are around people, I feel like it would be really helpful if, you know, obviously you can't choose every single person that you surround, like you, that ends up being around you, but in terms of who you actively spend time with and who you're surrounding yourself with, I feel like it would be really beneficial to activating this new beginning if you surround yourself with more positive people who share your passions or your interests, or just are more positive and more upbeat and have a brighter outlook on life. And for some of you, you may just need a little bit of time alone in your own energy to kind of get like into a good headspace or into a good like energetic space before you go and start your work, before you go and interact with others. So if you need that time, take it, because that will really help you feel better and just feel more aligned and more centered and grounded in your own energy before you start interacting with others. And I think that's why the cleansing will also be really necessary, because what I'm getting here is that in order to like activate this new beginning, it's about making sure that you're not carrying other people's energy around with you. So that's why like centering and grounding yourself, cleansing your energies, and really focusing in on your life force energy and directing it into a certain area, like it will help you with that. It's gonna be the thing that helps to activate that new beginning, because now you're not really carrying on other people's weight and other people's burdens or other people's energy unconsciously. You're more focused on your energy, and you're capable of tapping into your own life force energy. And I think that's going to help give you some direction and purpose in life, and a focus, and like just generally help you move in a certain direction. Because I get the sense that through this process of activating your new beginning, it's going to help you with your direction in life and help you to figure out which direction to move in, and help you make more aligned decisions for your life based on what kind of life you want to live. And I just get the sense that it'll help you with your footing and your general direction in life. And the last thing I'm getting is to take your time and not rush into anything. Take your time, really be present in your energy, and if there are any big decisions that you need to make it from this like grounded place. So try and like center yourself however you need to do that in order to make that decision. Now let's take the last message card from Spirit. Spirit, what last message would you like to give pile 4 for this reading? Some of you may have had messages in pile 3. I felt called to mention that. But wow, look at that. We have black tourmaline at the bottom of the deck. So I definitely feel like a cleansing for sure. Even keeping cleansing crystals around you could be helpful. So we have lithium quartz and bronzite. I'm noticing that there's a lot of red and brown here. So working with your root chakra, grounding yourself, maybe that's why working on a project or on a cause that you're really passionate about could be beneficial, because it could help ground your life force energy. I get the sense that grounding your life force energy is going to be the thing that helps give you the direction and sense of purpose in life, and that's what's going to activate this new beginning and really get you out of whatever situation that you've been trying to navigate but hasn't been, like, you've been struggling to figure it out. It'll help you get out of that by grounding your energy, because I get the sense that that's what you really need. And that's where this cleansing could help too, is like it'll help you cleanse your energy so you can ground it and center yourself and regain your footing and your direction in life. Obviously, it's not everybody's going to be on that like extreme end. It could be for small things. Take what resonates, because this is a general reading. But let's look at 33. 33 is an angel number. Look that up, because there might be a message for you there. And also, if you need to take a step back in something, or if you felt like recently you had to take a step back, or like you haven't been making the progress that you thought you should be making, that's okay too, because I feel like this step back, or this thing where you've been feeling like you had to take a step back, was for your benefit. It was for you to reevaluate things, or to get a better picture or understanding of what direction you want to move in. And so the step back, or the pause, or whatever it is that you may have gone through, was actually for your benefit, and it wasn't something that was meant to hurt or hinder you. It was just, I think it was really helpful and really important. So let's take a look at lithium quartz. Harmoniousness, peacefulness, joyful interconnectedness. Becoming still calms the activity in our heads and puts us back in touch with our bodies, our spirits, and the conscious universe. Lithium quartz spirit appears with a reminder to get quiet and recognize that you have within you all that you need. You just need to amplify some of the qualities that can bring you a sense of joy and fulfillment by giving them quiet, calm attention. Overstimulation can be distracting, so refresh yourself with some time spent in or around nature or nature's creatures, whether it's a furry, warm animal or a pond with fish swimming happily. Retrain your senses to recognize that all is well when you are tuned into the rhythms of the earth and aware of the interconnectedness, the water and sky, yourself and the ground beneath your feet, the breeze and the birds flying from tree to tree. Turn your face to the sun, recognizing that just as you drink in its rays, you are always drinking in the pure joy and love available to you from the conscious universe. Today is a day for experiencing peacefulness, harmony, and happiness. And it could also be that in order to help like ground yourself, spending time in nature and centering yourself there could give you that positive vitality that you need. If it's not people, it could be nature as well. Lithium quartz can be used in meditation to release attachment to a specific outcome, or even just held in the hand to calm frayed nerves. Having one on the nightstand or tucked into a pillowcase can assist those who have difficulty sleeping due to an overactive mind. So maybe having some lithium quartz around you could be helpful. But I just feel grounding your mind and grounding your energies, again, like we said, with something of a project or something to dedicate your time to. Bronzite, loyalty, trust, steadfastness, self-respect, trusting that the conscious universe has your back. Now is the time to be sure you trust in the conscious universe and remain true to your authentic self, as Bronzite spirit appears with the message that loyalty must be earned. Be judicious in extending your trust, knowing it is a gift from the conscious universe that must be honored. Respect others by being trustworthy yourself, speaking of them in ways that are honorable. Heal the past by owning your role in it so that you can trust yourself again, having learned the lessons that will strengthen you. Meditation with Bronzite can assist in discerning what needs to be released in order for us to heal. Due to its iron content, it is also a stone of strength, lending support as we allow all that no longer serves us to fall away. That's crazy, because that's literally what I was getting, that this is something that you're walking away from. And so grounding your energy into a new thing, into a cause that you're passionate about, is going to help you to do this last bit of releasing work. Let's get these final messages before we end this reading. So Spirit, what last message would you like to give pile 4 before we take it into the extended? Wow. Magnolia, you will find what you need in the wisdom of your heritage. That was interesting. Okay, one more, Spirit. Thank you. We have Snowdrop. Tomorrow brings the illumination of your hopes. maybe working on any ancestral wounds, or if there's anything in your ancestry that you might need to work through, that could also be something that you want to pay attention to. And at the bottom we have your intentions and heart deserve to be known. So if there's something on your heart that you would like to express to somebody, or even just to yourself, or just that you would like to work on, definitely take time to work on that and express that and allow that to be expressed, because I think it'll just help you feel lighter. So pile 4, this is where I'm going to leave your reading. If you're not joining me in the extended, thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. If this reading resonated with you, then like the video, and if you haven't subscribed already, then definitely consider subscribing. I would love to know how this reading resonated with you in the comment section below. And I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another video or reading. Bye.